What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
There's no need to feel down, I said, young man. Pick yourself off the ground, I said, young man. Cause you're in a new town, there's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can go, I said, young man. When you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a What? Sorry, just quickly. What if it's da da down down.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, home of your University of Tampa Spartans. Today, the Spartans welcome Adelphi University. Here are this afternoon's starting lineups. First for the Panthers of Adelphi University. Midfielder is a senior from Oceanside, New York, number 2, Jamie Mecca. Midfielder is a senior from Jericho, New York, number 6, Christina Callensrud. Attacker is a grad student from Malvern, New York, number 7, Izzy Grant. Midfielder is a junior from Belpont, New York, number 9, Tamia Lawson. Midfielder is a senior from Long Beach, New York, number 10, Fiona Rafferty. Defender is a sophomore from Comac, New York, number 13, Samantha Pugh. Defender is a senior from Garden City, New York, number 15, Lily Miller. In goal is a sophomore from Lynbrook, New York, number 16, Madison Marchetta. Midfielder is a senior from Hicksville, New York, number 18, Karen Heusser. Midfielder is a senior from West Islip, New York, number 19, Danielle Marie. No. Attacker is a grad student from West Islip, New York, number 20, Christina Schweitzer. And defender is a grad student from Coachella, New York, number 21, Alexandra Beatty. Head coach of the Panthers is Pat McKay. And now, here are your University of Tampa Spartans who entered today's match with a record of 3-0. Midfielder is a senior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, number 6, Cece Colombo. Attacker is a grad student from Milton, Georgia, number 7, Allie Peeble. Attacker is a grad student from Naples, Florida, number 9, Julia Holderman. Midfielder is a grad student from Centennial, Colorado, number 16, Lizzie Pierpont. Defender is a grad student from Tampa, Florida, number 21, Holliston Wagner. Defender is a grad student from Smithtown, New York, number 22, Danny Waters. Defender is a grad student from Whitehall, Maryland, number 23, Erin Sistek. Midfielder is a grad student from Waxhaw, North Carolina, number 26, Gia Colombo. In goal is a senior from San Diego, California, number 29, Alex Wally. Attacker is a senior from Farmingdale, New York, number 31, Olivia Mott. Midfielder is a junior from Ocean City, Maryland, number 34, Alyssa Romano. And attacker is a junior from Hudson, Ohio, number 43, Sarah Hinkle. Head coach of your Spartans is Kelly Gallagher, assisted by Callie Gilday. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The University of Tampa and Adelphi University all promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action toward officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the premises. The use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is permitted along the fenced areas outside of the stadium. Thank you and enjoy tonight's game.
Good afternoon from the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus. This afternoon, the Spartans take on the Adelphi Panthers. I'm Bruce Wozniak here to call the action for you on this 79-degree Tuesday afternoon as number 2 Adelphi gets their 2023 season started, whereas the Spartans, who are ranked number 6, play their 4th game of the season already, and doing so here at home in what should be a good test for both teams, an early season showdown between, as I mentioned, number 2 and number 6. The Spartans, of course, will be wearing all white, and Adelphi getting ready to break their huddle in their dark-colored uniforms. They are coached by Pat McCabe, and of course UT under the guidance of Kelly Gallagher since day one of the program. Starting goaltenders this afternoon for UT, it will be senior Alex Walling. And for the Panthers, sophomore goalkeeper Madison Marchetta. Adelphi, of course, traveling a long way to be here, based in the state of New York. And the absolute overwhelming majority of their roster are New Yorkers. And at a quick glance, it looks like all but one player hailing from the Empire State. Excuse me, there's a second one from New Jersey as well. New Jersey and Connecticut. And now the game's opening draw, CC Colombo for the Spartans. And can't make out the number yet for the Adelphi player as the ball is out and Colombo controls it nicely herself. And away go her teammates. That was Christina Callensrud on the draw for Adelphi, and they score just like that. Julia Kolderman, 18 seconds into the game. The Spartans get on the board very early as Kolderman gets the goal. Olivia Mott gets the assist on the goal by Kolderman, as CC Colombo will again go toe-to-toe on this draw with Christina Callensrud. And the official right there on the spot. Possession to the Panthers. And here they go with their first offensive possession of the game. That's Karen Heusser with it. She sends a pass to Izzy Grant. And they move it over to the far side of the field. Playing from the far corner and now trying to go in behind the Spartans' net. And good defense there by UT. And looking for a lane. Here's a shot that goes wide and out of play off the stick of Tamia Lawson. Danny Waters on the restart for UT to her goaltender Walling. And Alex jogs it up, weighing her options. And Walling waiting for an open teammate. And in broke CC Colombo. And now she crosses midfield. Her pass up ahead. Taken on the run by Allie Peebles. And Peebles gives it back to Colombo, and over to the far side of the field it goes. Spartans with an early lead. And there's a shot, and I did hear a whistle stopping play. And the officials blowing their whistles a couple times. They're going to converse just out in front of goalkeeper Madison Marchetta. And possession to Adelphi University. And they go across midfield. Putting on the brakes a little bit was Lawson. And she leaves a pass back for Alexandra Beebe. And now a pass that connects. Jamie Mecca sent the pass over, and it's worked around and comes back to Lawson. She sends it to Izzy Grant. Grant looking for room. Two white shirts collapse on her. And now Lawson again. Lawson and the official there calling a push on Allie Peebles for UT. Play resumes. And now the pass goes into the corner. Mecca in behind the Spartans net. A pass misses, and that one's going to bounce all the way out of play on the far sideline near the Spartans quote-unquote bench. And so UT takes over, and they get across midfield. And Cece Colombo had it knocked from her stick, picks it back up, sends a pass over for Kolderman. Into the corner it goes. That's Olivia Mott. Mott being chased. Her pass to the other side of the field. And now it's sent back up top. Sarah Hinkle. And quickly goes the ball to Kolderman. And she'll send it all the way back up top for Lizzie Pierpont. Kolderman, who has the goal, gives it to Peebles. Kolderman again. Pierpont to the other side of the field. And a whistle by the official who was right there to see the play unfold. And so a free position attempt here for UT. And it's dropped back. Kolderman with a nifty move gets inside, and two defenders on her. And she'll fight her way out of that traffic and send a pass in behind the net. Here's Pierpont looking for room. Right in front, scores! Sarah Hinkle, a great passing play. And a lot of hard work went into making that goal possible. Let's not overlook Julia Kolderman and fighting through the traffic that was around her. And the ball ultimately finding its way to Hinkle for a 2-0 Spartans lead. And that comes 4:35 into the first quarter. And Cece Colombo controls that draw. Off she goes. Pass connects, and Peebles a pass inside, and a great save there by Marchetta off the stick of Allie Peebles. Lizzie Pierpont had the assist. On the goal by Hinkle. Adelphi at work here offensively. Alexandra Leggio. Ball's on the ground. Leggio picks it up. Leggio being watched there by Holliston Wagner. And the ball goes to the far side of the field. And no lane to the goal, so it goes in behind the Spartans. Now back out in front. And the official right there on the spot. And is that going to be a crease violation, perhaps? Possession indeed to the Spartans. As a good burst of speed here. And taking it all the way across the Adelphi line is Holliston Wagner. And she drops it off for Kolderman. Olivia Mott takes it into the corner, goes behind the Panthers' net. Nice passing, and just a step too late. Unable to get the shot off. That was Riley McGettigan. And so Adelphi will go back the other way. And the Spartans able to cause a turnover. There's a missed pass, however. And now juggled by Nicolette Giordano. And the Panthers do carry on. That's Rita Safransky. Looking. Gives it over to the near sideline. Mecca. Mecca turns the corner. Sends a pass over. And a pass inside. And it's bobbled. And Alex Walling there to take it away for UT. And now Walling, as I see O'Neill Gallinson run off on the far side of the field for the Spartans. Her teammates bringing it up and crossing midfield. It's Alyssa Romano. And Romano being bothered from behind, able to control it nonetheless, and sends it up ahead. Spartans buzzing around the Adelphi net here, looking for more. There's a pass that misses. It's going to be a foot race, and let's see who gets there first. Initially picked up, and a whistle. They do say possession stays with the Spartans. That was Gracie Colombo who had hustled to it. UT in a 2-0 lead, 6:46 to go in the first quarter. And Hinkle sends a pass over Emma McLaughlin. And now quickly they move it behind the Adelphi net up top. Colderman. Colderman in a little spin move. And nice pass. Gracie Colombo misfired. The Spartans able to get to it. And hold on, we have another stoppage in play. The official there blowing the whistle with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. And a bunch of personnel changes being made here. And possession over to Adelphi. And there's the whistle and the restart. And we do have a penalty that was called against UT. A 2-minute slashing call against Gracie Colombo, as the Panthers going to work looking for their first goal of the game with just under 6 minutes left in the first. There's a look out in front and unable to get it to go. That was Izzy Grant. And Adelphi still in possession here. And Corinne Heuser looked like she was going to try to exploit the middle. Spartans, good job defensively closing that up. There's 35 on the shot clock. And still 1 minute left in the penalty to Gracie Colombo. And there's a pass. And right in front, Walling ends up with it. And the official blowing the whistle, as we'll get a free position attempt here for Corinne Heuser. And one-on-one against Alex Walling. Takes a shot, scores. So the Panthers finally get on the board with 5:14 left in the first quarter. And they take advantage not only of the free position attempt, but of the Spartans having been shorthanded due to that penalty against Gracie Colombo. And so we'll get the draw now, as Sophie Risk out there to take this for UT. A new face in the Spartans lineup this season. She's a junior transfer from the University of Maryland. And the official is perfectly blocking the Panthers participant in this draw. And now I can see that was Christina Callensrud, as the Spartans do pick it up right in front of her own sideline. That was Alyssa Romano, and she plays it back to her goaltender, Walling. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Spartans had led 2-0, and Adelphi just got their first goal on a free position attempt as there's a loose ball being chased on the far side of the field, picked up by the Panthers, and the official right there to say yes to the visitors, despite one of the Spartans having picked it up. And you saw the attempt by Julia Colderman as play moves across the Tampa line. Looking for some room, Jamie Mecca, and not willing to give an inch. That's Holliston Wagner defensively for UT. And there's a shot that goes wide and out of play. Now out in front. Interesting turn of events as Corinne Heusser scores. She had gone down and was slow in getting up. It looked more like frustration than injury, and I was watching her as she was walking with her back to the ball. I almost think that her demeanor seemed to indicate that she didn't realize play had restarted, and boy, did she turn around at the right time as she receives the pass and ends up putting it in the back of the net to tie the game at 2 as Izzy Grant gets the assist. So with 3:47 left in the first quarter, the Panthers have rallied from a 2-0 hole to tie it. Cece Colombo out there now for UT to take this draw. And that was Rita Safransky for Adelphi as you see the Panthers in possession. Let's see, Colderman picks up the loose ball ahead to Sarah Hinkle. She's got Olivia Mott to her left. Hinkle holds on to it. Pass in front, bounce shot, scores! Olivia Mott. And hold on a minute, because the official right there on the spot waving off the goal. And an unfortunate turn of events, although the Spartans do get a free position attempt out of this. And Hinkle does score. So they get the lead right back after all with 3:10 left in the first. And that, of course, is the second goal of the game for Sarah Hinkle. .310 left in the first quarter. And Rita Safransky out there for Adelphi to oppose Cece Colombo on this draw. And draw controls are pretty even to this point in the game. 3 for UT and 2 for Adelphi. Although there's an opportunity here for the Panthers to even that up exactly. And the ball's out and pulled down nicely by Lizzie Pierpont. Off to the races she goes, has a little room, sends a pass over. Colderman has a lane, scores! Julia Colderman, top shelf. And I thought I heard a whistle, and judging by the frustration being shown by the Spartans now, indeed that was the case. And so almost a replay here of what just happened with Sarah Hinkle as Colderman with a free position attempt now. And she had the game's opening goal. Would love to get her second right here. Takes a shot and it goes, well, it looked like it was heading wide, but a nice kick save by Madison Marchetta Spartans get the rebound, however, and that's Olivia Mott behind the Panthers' net to Colderman. Little flip pass for Peebles. Peebles is met by another defender. Nice pass down low. Shot coming. Scores! And great persistence by the Spartans as they score with 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. Olivia Mott gets the goal and Peebles with the assist, and it's 4-2. CC Colombo to work once again on this draw and wins it nicely. She was being opposed by Christina Callensrud, and down to the field goes CC Colombo, and possession to the Panthers. Colombo looked like she argued her case very, very briefly from the ground and then let it go as she got up. She didn't even look the official's way as play carries on, goes up ahead. There's a loose ball, and the official right there to say that it stays with Adelphi. Jamie Mecca will put it in play for Adelphi, and does. Hoyser sends a pass over, and a nice look inside. Alex Walling with a great save for UT, and the Spartans in transition here as Danny Waters is off to the races. Waters, some nice footwork, crosses the Adelphi line. Waters has some real estate and couldn't take advantage of the lane that opened up as the Spartans go to the far side of the field. And there's exactly 1 minute left in the first quarter. Allie Peebles, pass it misses. That'll be chased down by CC Colombo over to the far side of the field for Hinkle. And Pierpont to Colderman. Quick passing by UT. Good job fighting inside by Peebles, and her shot goes out of play. And so it's turned over with 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Panthers will try to get one last shot away here in the first quarter. And they got across midfield first. And now they do. 10 seconds left, and it's dropped. And there's a pass, 5 seconds, pass in the middle, shot, hit the goalpost. Izzy Grant with a great look at the net and rings it off the goalpost as the horn goes to end the first quarter of play. So the Spartans score the game's first 2 goals and then watch the Panthers tie it up before getting 2 goals of their own. And that's where we stand at the end of the first quarter. It's the Spartans 4 and the Panthers 2. We'll be back with the second quarter on TampaSpartans.tv.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us.
And for
college sports.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Back live as we get set for the start of the second quarter. UT in the lead 4-2. Shots on goal in the first quarter were 5-5. So a great scoring percentage for UT. As unfortunately for the visitors, Madison Marchetta with just one save. Draw controls heavily towards the home team at this point. The Spartans 5 of the 7. And turnovers very close, 4 by the Spartans and 3 by the Panthers. This is number 6 UT hosting number 2 Adelphi. Spartans come into this game with a 3-0 record. And Adelphi, their first action of the 2023 season. The teams, of course, have switched ends. UT now going left to right. As I see Cece Colombo out there for this draw control and awaiting Christina Callensrud, who will do the honors for the Panthers. And we are set to go with the second quarter. 79 degrees our temperature here, as you see the field entirely covered in sunshine on a great Tuesday afternoon. And the ball is out, and Cece Colombo controls that one. Gets a pass now to Kayla Brennan. Gia Colombo, pass behind the net. And with it in the far corner is Olivia Mott. Up top now for Cece Colombo. Switches hands. Sends it over for Gia Colombo. And Gia looking for an open teammate. And it goes up top to Brennan. And here's Colderman with a little bit of a juke step. Passes, and nothing there for Brennan, so she gives it to Gia Colombo, who pushes it behind the net to Mott. Way up top, Colderman fires a pass inside, loose ball, and the official right there on the spot to call a push, I believe. And it's against the Panthers, so a free position attempt here for Sarah Hinkle, who already has 2 goals in this game. And make that 3. She scores. Sarah Hinkle, 1:05 into the second quarter. And UT now has their biggest lead of the game at 5-2. Sarah Hinkle with an early hat trick here. And so it'll be a pair of 6s once again here in this draw, as Cece Colombo and Christina Callensrud out there once again. And the ball's out and it's loose, kicked at. 6 of them in there. And let's see who comes out of the pack with it. The ball's out once again. The Panthers have it. Now it's loose. And no sooner did Alyssa Romano think she was going to be off to the races for the Spartans than does the official say no, that's a Adelphi ball. And so Callensrud has it on the far side of the field. Moves it over for Lawson. And now to this side of the field, that's Allison Turner. And looking for some room is Heusser. Passes into the corner. He sends it over to this side of the field to Callensrud. And on the move is Heusser. And Walling may have gotten a piece of that one as it goes out of play. And UT taking over as off to the races went Erin Sistek. And she's looking for some room, crosses midfield. Completes a pass to Colderman, and she'll just send it down in behind the Panthers' net. That's Olivia Mott back there. Mott being closely checked. And they'll go up top to Brennan. To Gia Colombo, and now back behind the net to Mott once again. Colderman up top for Brennan. Gia Colombo sends it way up top. Colderman ducks under a check, passes inside, and hold on, the official is going to call that one. And play stops with 12:08 remaining in the second. As the official heads over to the scores table on the far side of the field. And I don't see anyone from Adelphi heading off as though a penalty has been called. Colderman has the ball and is waiting for the official's whistle for the restart, so it's not even a free position attempt. And now play resumes, and Colderman with it again for Brennan. Gia Colombo on the near side. Goes to her left. Colderman has it up top. Fires a pass into the middle, and too much traffic for Hinkle, so she relays it back to Brennan. Now over to Gia Colombo again. In behind the net, Olivia Mott. Pass connects, shot scores! And that's McKelsey Montgomery. Olivia Mott will get the assist on the goal by Montgomery. And UT, I had said, their biggest lead of the game at 5-2, and now a 4-goal lead. And this with 11:42 remaining here in the second quarter. And with the draw controls currently at 6-3 in favor of the Spartans, we will get another one in someone's favor added to that total. As Cece Colombo there, and this time for the Panthers, it was Rita Safransky, as you see the loose ball being chased, and now picked up by UT. Looking for some room, Danny Waters tries to break out, crosses midfield, gets across the Adelphi line, sends a pass up ahead for Gia Colombo, sends it back. A little bit of room there for Peebles, and opts to pass it into the corner for Colombo. Olivia Mott from behind the net. Colderman quick passing, and that one was dropped. And the Panthers do come up with it. The official blows the whistle, but carry on Adelphi as they have possession and send a pass. That goes to Lily Miller, and the Spartans with the turnover. And there's a backhand shot by Olivia Mott, so the Spartans able to cause the turnover, but not able to convert as Adelphi goes back the other way. As you saw, Rita Safransky hit the deck there, and she puts it back into play. Panthers going to work here offensively as they have watched the home team score 4 straight goals. Safransky gives up the pass to Allison Turner. Turner can't get past Alyssa Romano. And now this is Danielle Marino. Marino, and the pass is dropped on the far side, picked back up by Leggio. And they work in front and they score. So Adelphi gets their first goal of this quarter. And with 9:46 remaining in the second, the Spartans' lead is cut to 6-3. Unassisted goal for Alexandra Leggio, a freshman from Seaford, New York. And Sophie Risk will take this draw for the Spartans, as Christina Callensrud from Adelphi comes to join her on the midfield stripe. And now the official is set, and out it comes, chased down and picked up cleanly by Emma McLaughlin for the Spartans, and she's off to the races on the far side of the field. Slows up as she got toward the corner, and now drops it back for Colderman. That's Emma McLaughlin. And her pass over for Gia Colombo, who fires it for Colderman. And McLaughlin to Colderman again. Colderman tries to fight through two defenders, and the official right there does call against Adelphi. And play stops with 9:07 left in the second quarter. Colderman lining up for the free position attempt and takes a quick shot. And a nice save made there by Marchetta. And the Panthers try to start out from their own end. A little bit of pressure being applied by UT, Olivia Mott. And Lily Miller gets some help, as now Adelphi gets it across midfield. Away goes Fiona Rafferty. On the far side of the field, now in the middle, this is Hoyser, takes a shot. Walling got a piece of it. The rebound, it was laying there in her crease. And UT able to get to it before the Panthers could do any damage. And now the Spartans cross midfield. And across the Adelphi line, McLaughlin. And now she settles it. And now in behind the Panthers net. Quick passing, quick shot, scores! Sarah Hinkle once again lighting it up this afternoon with her fourth goal. And so UT, for all intents and purposes, answers right back after Adelphi had gotten their first goal of the second quarter to cut it to 3. The Spartans' 4-goal lead is restored as we have a football-like score of 7-3. And now we'll get the draw between Rita Safransky and Sophie Risk. Gia Colombo with the assist on Hinkle's goal. And possession to the Spartans. You see the official there who was right on the midfield stripe. And this is Gia Colombo. Her pass down in behind the Panthers net. That was Gracie Colombo as the whistle stops play. A call against Adelphi. We are past the halfway point of the second quarter. And Gracie Colombo with the free position attempt. And she'll just back up, give the pass to Colderman for Emma McLaughlin. Puts her shoulder down, cuts in 3 defenders on her. And the officials immediately blow that dead. And it's Emma McLaughlin here on the free position attempt. And she breaks in and scores! Emma McLaughlin as the Spartans in a 5-goal lead now, 8-3, with 6:53 remaining here in the second quarter. Cece Colombo out there for this draw against Christina Callensrud. As UT has scored 4 times in each quarter. And now the ball's out and taken by the Panthers, although knocked down by Alyssa Romano. Adelphi gets it back, and down goes Izzy Grant. And the officials blow the play dead as a result. One official on the far sideline talking to Pat McCabe, the Adelphi coach. Nicolette Giordano will put it into play once the official signals the restart, and does. And now it's with Safransky. She sends a pass over and gets it right back. Safransky tries the other side of the field. And now Safransky once again. Pass that connects with Giordano. And to the far side it goes to Izzy Grant. Grant looking for room. 2 Spartan defenders on her. Lawson looking for an open teammate. Plenty of time, 40 seconds on the shot clock. As there's a pass for Giordano. And they score. That's Allison Turner. And a couple of spin moves there to get into a better shooting lane, and beats Alex Walling for the 4th Adelphi goal of the game. An unassisted goal by Turner. It was 4-2 Spartans at the end of 1, and so far this quarter, 4-2 Spartans. And still 5:42 remaining here in the second quarter. And as a pair of 6s once again, Cece Colombo for the home team and Christina Callensrud for the visitors as the official comes out to join them now to execute this draw. Draw controls are 9-4 in favor of UT to this point. And the ball's out and right into the stick of Alyssa Romano. And now she bobbles it. And the Spartans managed to come up with it in the person of Olivia Mott, who takes it into the far corner. Mott changes hands, looking for an open teammate. Colderman with it. Up top it goes to Kayla Brennan. Over to this side now, Gia Colombo. And that's Mott behind the Panthers net. Colderman up top Kolderman fights past a couple defenders and carries on with a pass to Mott. Mott comes out in front, too heavily defensed. And so up top it goes. Brennan to Giacolombo. Behind the net to Mott once again. There's a pass to Brennan. Giacolombo weighing her options to Mott behind the net. Bobbled it, picks it up. And 25 on the shot clock for the Spartans. Brennan can't get past the defender. And into the corner, Giacolombo pass out in front, bobbled. And it'll be picked up now by Brennan. 13 on the shot clock. And the Spartans need to get an opportunity for a shot here as it's down to 6. Kolderman, spin move out in front, scores! What a play by Julia Kolderman. Tremendous goal as the shot clock was winding down. And UT goes into a 5-goal lead at 9-4 with 4:10 left in the second quarter. Julia Kolderman, who had opened the scoring in this game in the game's first minute. And a workhorse effort there to get it past goaltender Madison Marchetta. Cece Colombo and Christina Callinsrud on this draw. The ball's out and fielded cleanly by Izzy Grant for the Panthers. And quickly, Panthers into the Spartans end of the field. That's Allison Turner into the corner. As it's over for Callinsrud. Given back now to Heusser and to Callinsrud again. That's Izzy Grant on the far side of the field, a pair of 7s as she's being watched by Allie Peebles. And up top it goes, mishandled by Lawson, and the Spartans pick it up. Good heads-up play there by Cece Colombo, gives the pass to Sarah Hinkle, back to Cece Colombo, has some room to work, sends a pass to Kolderman, and now right out in front, hold on, we have a whistle. And the Spartans are fired up. Rightfully so. And a free position attempt by Kolderman. Good save there by Marchetta. UT gets the rebound, however. Kolderman. And here's Cece Colombo. Colombo has some room, and then the lane closed up, so she sends it back up top. Kolderman, and now she's closely guarded. Peebles, and all kinds of whistles, and the referee with the elbow up in the air, very animated, and so it's turned over as Adelphi trailing 9-4, and watch out, Callinsrud sends it ahead. In pursuit for UT was Olivia Mott. And here are the Panthers working offensively. Sent over to the far side and now into the corner. Almost knocked down by UT. And there's a pass that connects with Marino. Tries to get a step on the defender and sends a pass in behind the net to Turner. Turner connects with Leggio. And this is Heusser looking for some room. And the ball's loose, kicked at, and it'll be chased. And the official on the far side says it stays with Adelphi. Although the shot clock is down to 20 seconds for the Panthers. And 10 on the shot clock now. Good defense by the Spartans. There's a whistle. And this is obviously going against the Spartans. And I believe that's Danielle Marino. And takes a shot that goes out of play as you hear the shot clock expire in the background. And only 52 seconds left in the second quarter. As UT bringing it up the field, that's Alyssa Romano crossing midfield. And her pass connects. And quickly they go to work, intended for Hinkle. But the Panthers able to come up with the ball and now get out of their own end. Crossing midfield, 25 seconds left in the quarter. And a nice little skip move there by Marino. And they score. No, the official waving it off. And the Panthers, of course, not happy on the no goal. As the clock is going to wind down. And that will bring us to the end of the first half with the Spartans in the lead 9-4 over the visiting number 2 ranked Adelphi Panthers. And we will be back with what should be an obviously exciting second half of play between the Spartans and the Panthers. And you are watching TampaSpartans.tv.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Scored Adelphi 5-2 in the second quarter. Shots on goal in the first half were 13-10 in favor of UT. And draw controls 10-5 in favor of the home team as well. 7 turnovers by Adelphi, 6 by the Spartans. 2 of the 4 visitors' goals by Corinne Heusser. Julia Colderman with 2. So the 3 of them, I'm including Sarah Hinkle in that, obviously. Multi-goal outings so far today as the second half gets underway with a ball that goes over towards the Spartans sideline and an official right there to blow the whistle and award possession to Adelphi. As you see them in possession on the far side of the field. And now it's sent up top for Heusser. Heusser looks over her options, goes back the other way, and Lawson sends it to the other side and gets it right back. Heusser again on the run, has room, takes a shot, and it goes high and out of play in behind the Spartans' net. I am Bruce Wozniak, and this is the number 2 Adelphi Panthers taking on the number 6 Tampa Spartans. UT coming into this game at 3-0, and this is the season opener for the visitors as they are in possession. And looking for a lane. There it is. Turner scores. A nice goal by Allison Turner. She will become another name amongst those who have a multiple goal game going now. So an unassisted goal by Turner, and that makes it 9-5. We'll see Sophie Risk out there for the Spartans being opposed by Christina Callensrud on this draw. And let's see who comes out of that pack with it, as it's still loose and picked up by Turner. Now hold on. The official behind the play blowing the whistle, and it's going to be UT ball as Alyssa Romano gets a pass up ahead. Hinkle over for Colderman. And it goes in behind the Panthers net to Olivia Mott. And a whistle stopped play quickly, the restart. Gia Colombo sends a pass over for Colderman. And she gets it right back. Gia Colombo drops off a pass, and it goes in behind the Panthers net. Now on this side of the field, McKelsey Montgomery, some nifty footwork. Colderman up top. Gia Colombo is bumped, carries on, takes a shot, and a nice save made there. Are the Panthers able to settle it? They are. And the goaltender, Marchetta, whips it up ahead. And off to the races goes Corinne Heusser, and now they relay it backwards as Adelphi tries to gain midfield. And now they do, as Callensrud carries on. And just across the Tampa line, met there by 2 Spartans defenders, able to complete the pass though, and the Panthers carry on. This is Izzy Grant, and dropped it off for Heusser. Heusser backing up and being watched loosely there by Cece Colombo. The pass over to the near side it goes. It's Jamie Mecca. Gave it up to Grant. Grant can't find the lane and has to give up a pass. Trying to turn the corner was Lawson as the ball rolls free behind the Spartans' net. And Alex Walling will ultimately pick it up in her own crease and gets it up ahead for Holliston Wagner. Here come the Spartans. Wagner across midfield. Wagner across the Panthers line. Pass in the middle. Wide open is Cece Colombo. Pass down low. Colderman inside. And the official blowing the whistle. And this will be a free position attempt for Julia Colderman. And hoping to restore her team's 5-goal lead. Breaks in, shoots, scores. So the Spartans had led by 5 at halftime. And the Panthers got the first goal of this quarter, and now the 5-goal lead is restored as Julia Colderman gets her 3rd goal of the game. And it's a 10-5 lead for the home team with 11:01 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Sophie Risk out there now for the Spartans on this draw. For the Spartans, that is. And that was Safransky for the Panthers, as you see them in control. Izzy Grant in particular. Grant takes it to the far corner, being chased by Alyssa Romano. Grant goes behind the Spartans' net, still being chased, and makes a pass. That's Jamie Mecca with it. Mecca trying to go one-on-one against Wagner, and so the Panthers go up top. Safransky. Her pass now for Leggio. And down to the field for Adelphi went Danielle Marino. And here comes a shot right off the goalpost. And the ball's loose, now taken away. And Emma McLaughlin on the run for UT. McLaughlin has plenty of open space, sends a pass over. Hinkle. Colderman lost it and now picks it up. Pass into the middle, and Emma McLaughlin dropped it. Panthers come out of the pack with it, although plenty of white shirts around. And they have to get creative. And now trying to cross midfield is Alexandra Beebe, and she does. Pass up ahead was intended for Mecca. And Holliston Wagner knocked it down. The home crowd not pleased that the possession is awarded to the Panthers. Up top with it is Leggio. Now this is Mecca. Pass in the middle, and there's a shot that didn't get through, picked up by McLaughlin. And Emma McLaughlin on the run. Watch out, she's being chased. Pass goes up ahead for Colderman. All the way over for Emma McLaughlin, who slows it down, sends it over into the far corner. And Emma McLaughlin regaining possession there. And this is Sarah Hinkle over for Colderman. Those two names accounting for 70% of the Spartans' offense so far. 4 goals by Hinkle, 3 by Kolderman. Pass in the middle, and the ball's loose. A bunch of them battle for it, and it's still free. And coming out of the pack with it, the Panthers. And off they go. Pass goes across midfield. And a call there against McGettigan. And we're going to get a penalty called here. A 2-minute penalty to Riley McGettigan. So an opportunity here for Adelphi. Let's see if the Panthers can take advantage of this call against the Spartans here as they work it into the near corner, now behind the Spartans' net. Good ball movement here by Adelphi. And there was an opening there for Grant. Passed up the shot as the ball continues to move around the inside perimeter. Up top now, Lawson. And right out in front they score. Izzy Grant. And so Adelphi does score 45 seconds into the penalty called against Riley McGettigan. Grant gets the goal and Lawson gets the assist. And that closes the gap to 4 as it's a 10-6 Spartan lead. CC Colombo comes out for this draw on behalf of the Spartans and to be opposed by Christina Callensrud. And the ball's out. Colombo gets it herself. Pass up ahead and controlled by Lizzie Pierpont. Quick passing. Kolderman shoots, hit the crossbar. And a great look there as Kolderman was inches from getting her 4th goal of the game. Back down the other way, the Panthers. And sticks get up high. And the official there to call it against the Spartans. We're at 6:38 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And a free position attempt for Adelphi. And there's a shot, and Walling with a nice save. And the Spartans on the run in the person of Allie Peebles. Pass in front, wide open, bounce shot, and Mott was stopped by Marchetta. And here come the Panthers across midfield. Pass up ahead for Izzy Grant. Grant sends a pass over. And that was Lawson who sends it over to the other side of the field. And they play catch over on the far side. And here come the Spartans back the other way. And a good burst of speed there by Danny Waters. Pass to Colderman. Now she coughs it up and is able to regain possession. And Julia Colderman settles it as Sarah Hinkle has it now. Exactly 5 minutes left in the third quarter. A 10-6 lead for UT. And here's Sarah Hinkle over to Colderman. Spartans taking their time here. And Colderman, it's a big lane there that's open if she gets the opportunity again, although UT seeming like they're using more clock on this possession. Not attacking the net the way that they have been. As it's over on the far side of the field. 25 on the shot clock. And now Peebles with it. Colderman up top. 15 on the shot clock. And UT needs to get to work. And right in front, Mott couldn't get the shot away. And the Panthers, let's see what the official calls it. And we do have a player down for the Panthers. And this comes with exactly 4 minutes left in the third quarter. And now someone from the Panthers sideline coming out onto the field to attend to the injured player. And the player that's down is Samantha Pugh. A 2-minute check to the head penalty has been called against UT's Lizzie Pierpont. And a second member of the training staff there is Samantha Pugh. Is up and walking off. Let's call it under her own power. Let's hope that that's a good sign. For her well-being. And so keep in mind a 2-minute penalty against Lizzie Pierpont. And the last time that the Panthers watched a Spartan player go off for a penalty, they were able to capitalize with a goal and desperately would like to get such here, being on the wrong end of a 10-6 score. O'Neill Gallinson running back and forth. There's a shot that's going to go out of play. And Cece Colombo with a fist pump for the Spartans as they're psyched to have that possession. And it was mentioning O'Neill Gallinson and the way that she was running back and forth defensively, thanks to being one player short as a result of the penalty against Lizzie Pierpont, as Cece Colombo gets a pass up ahead for Holliston Wagner. And that's Sarah Hinkle with it right now and sends it over to the far side of the field. Hinkle and gives it for Cece Colombo. Her pass down into the corner. And now this is Julia Colderman over for Hinkle. 45 still on the penalty to Lizzie Pierpont. In behind the Panthers net it goes. Now Riley McGettigan for Colderman. There's 35 on the shot clock and 29 on the penalty. As the Spartans killing off as much clock as they can here. 25 on the shot clock. Pass over for Colderman. And now Riley McGettigan leaves it into the corner. And there's a pass by Mott out in front. Heavy traffic. And picked up by UT. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And now Colderman on the move and has it knocked free. And the shot clock expires. But the penalty did expire along the way. And so UT back at full strength. And we're down to just 100 seconds left in the third quarter. The Panthers get it across midfield. There's a pass that connects with Grant. And now quickly Adelphi moving it around as Callensrud has it. And they'll move it over to the far side of the field. Safransky. She gets it right back. And Safransky, they score. Very quick ball movement there. And with just 59 seconds left in the third quarter, the Panthers narrow the deficit to 3. It's a 10-7 Spartans lead. Izzy Grant gets the goal, and Rita Safransky picks up the assist. For as good as the Spartans have been offensively this afternoon, the Panthers just keep hanging around. And watch out, because they have cut this to a 3-goal deficit, and there's still a lot of lacrosse left to be played. 59 seconds remaining in this third, and then we still have the entire fourth quarter. So this should be a great 15-plus minutes of lacrosse ahead of us. And is in control now for the Spartans is Lizzie Pierpont. Her pass connects with Hinkle. And a fake shot there by Gracie Colombo. She pushes it down low. And it's sent back up top to Hinkle. Sarah Hinkle to Pierpont. And McGettigan opts for the pass as Gracie Colombo sends it behind the net. There's a pass out in front. Shot scores! Riley McGettigan, and the Spartans with good ball movement there. A lot of passing. And it ends up in the back of the net. And their 4-goal lead is restored with just 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And we'll see another draw here at midfield from the Sixes. Once again, Cece Colombo for UT, and Christina Callensrud for Adelphi. McGettigan with the goal, and Olivia Mott with the assist. And the ball is out, and initially it looked like the Spartans were going to get it. It's still loose, and the Panthers with possession. 9 seconds left. They're going to need to work quickly here. 6. And the game clock winding down on the quarter. They score with just 2 seconds left. Allison Turner. And the goals coming fast and furious here all of a sudden at both ends of the field. And it's now 11-8. And this will mark the first quarter that the Panthers will have won, as UT outscored Adelphi 4-2 in the first, 5-2 in the second. And here in the third, with just 2 seconds left, it will have been 4-2 Panthers, adding up to our 11-8 score. And so the draw, the ball is out, and the horn goes to end the third quarter of play. So sets up for an exciting fourth quarter as the Spartans are in a 3-goal lead, 11-8. And we'll be back with more on TampaSpartans.tv.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And an 11-8 lead for the number 6 ranked Tampa Spartans over the visiting Adelphi Panthers, who are ranked number 2. Spartans trying to keep their perfect 2023 season alive. They come into this game with a 3-0 one-loss record. And this is game 1 of 2023 for Adelphi. It's been an exciting afternoon, a beautiful afternoon, 80 degrees currently. As you see the teams getting set to start the fourth quarter back out on the field. And CC Colombo out there for UT along with Christina Callensrud for Adelphi. Draw controls to this point are 12-9 in favor of the Spartans. 18-15 are the shots on goal, also favoring UT as the ball's out, and CC Colombo keeps it herself, controls it herself, crosses the Adelphi line, and tiptoes on the far side of the field. As there's a pass down low, out in front, scores! Just like that. 18 seconds in. And that's Gracie Colombo that beats Madison Marchetta. And emphatically, Colombo after the pass from Gia Colombo. And ironically, it all started with CC Colombo having controlled the draw to start the fourth quarter and then kept it herself. And 18 seconds later, it's in the back of the net. So a 12-8 Spartans lead. And the next one is controlled by Adelphi. And off they go, moving right to left in this fourth quarter. Allison Turner she has 3 goals. As the Panthers with it on the far side of the field. And cutting in was Mecca. Now a pass. Heusser has to back up. And she'll be chased. Heusser heads towards the net. And still in possession. Fought through 2 Spartan defenders. Turner tried to turn the corner and instead gives it to Lawson, who sends it up top for Callensrud. Now back to Lawson again. Lawson on the run. Chase beats the defender, and Walling there to make the save for the Spartans. And Alex holds it. And now sends a long pass up ahead. That connects. Although now it's played back. As up ahead with it goes Holliston Wagner. Wagner hits the next gear, crosses midfield for Alyssa Romano now. Romano's pass over to Gracie Colombo. And Gracie sends it up top for Gia Colombo. And bobbled and now picked back up by Kayla Brennan. It's over on the far side of the field. And here's Cece Colombo up top for Gia. Changes hands, pass in the middle, and 2 defenders there for the Panthers as Sarah Hinkle backs up. McKelsey Montgomery up top for Gia Colombo. Gia puts her shoulder down off to the races, pass in the middle, and it's knocked down. The ball's loose, and Adelphi comes out of the pack with it. And now they play it back as Lily Miller sent a pass. And the Panthers cross midfield now and over the Spartans line. That's Lindsay Selensky. And one final personnel change for Adelphi as Selensky sends a pass over. Sent down low. And up top with it, Giordano. Over to the far side of the field it goes. And looking for some room, nothing there, so Selensky drops off a pass. And falling away was Danielle Marino. Couldn't get a shot off. There was a loose ball. It'll be chased. And possession to UT. No, the official just changed his mind. Quick passing by Adelphi. And trying to get the shot away was Selensky, and I do believe that the Spartans got a piece of that one as the shot ended up off goal. And now you see the stoppage in play there. As going down for the Panthers, I believe that's Callensrud. This comes 4:02 into the fourth quarter. And we're going to get a penalty called here against Alyssa Romano. It's a non-releasable 2-minute penalty against Alyssa Romano as play restarts here. And Adelphi with a opening here. Chance to try to get back in this game trailing by 4. And a collision as the ball goes out of play behind the Spartans net. And slow in getting up was Holliston Wagner for UT And we're going to end up with what looks like a free position attempt for the Panthers. Indeed it is. And instead a pass made, and in front they score. That's Alexandra Leggio. Izzy Grant gets the assist. And for Leggio, that is her second goal of the game. Comes 4:28 into this fourth quarter, and looks like one of the teams is going to take a timeout. It's Adelphi who's taking a timeout. They still have 94 seconds left in the penalty against Alyssa Romano. So we will take a timeout as well and be back with more on TampaSpartans.tv.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Twelve to 9. So an important draw coming up here between Cece Colombo of UT and Christina Callensrud of the Panthers. And draw controls are 13 to 10 in favor of the Spartans to this point. And let's see how this one goes as the official set. Ball's out. And Cece Colombo keeps it herself. Says, I will do the honors. And off she goes. She drops a pass back for Gia Colombo. And with it now, Sarah Hinkle for Cece. Back to Hinkle. Hinkle jogs it. Pierpont. And deep behind the Panthers net, Olivia Mott sends a pass over for Gracie Colombo. And she sends it over towards the far sideline. And there's about a almost 2-second difference between the penalty and the shot clock. So the Spartans may very well try to kill off just about all of this. As you see them, no real hurry so far to get a shot away. Pierpont drops it for Hinkle. 26 on the penalty clock, 24 on the shot clock. So even if they accept a shot clock violation, there will only be 2 seconds left in the penalty to Romano. This is Cece Colombo with it. She looks up at the clock. Pierpont And Lizzie starts her move. Pass in front. Oh! Down to the ground goes Sarah Hinkle, and no call made. And a collective wow from all in attendance here as the penalty is over with. And now a Panthers player hits the deck. And so the Spartans are able to stave off any further damage from the Romano penalty. And they're back at even strength. Panthers with 8.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And with it for them is Safransky. She sends a pass over. And now down low. Up top to Safransky again. Over here for Heusser. And it's sent over to Safransky. Now the other side of the field. And that's Izzy Grant. Grant looking for an open teammate. Has her shot, and Walling with a nice save there on Callensrud, who had a great look at the net. And Walling drops it off for Cece Colombo. She sends a pass over. And the Spartans cross midfield. And this is Sarah Hinkle with it now. There's still plenty of time left. I can't imagine that the Spartans are going to use the majority of the shot clock on all of their remaining possessions. There's a lot of lacrosse left to be played here. 7:15 to be exact in this fourth quarter. As that's Allie Peebles with it. In behind the net it goes. And now to the far side of the field. This looks like they're working the perimeter, although now it looked as though Gia Colombo was going to try to take the slot. And you see the passing continue as the shot clock for the Spartans is down to 15 seconds. And trying to fight her way in was Jenna Myhall. Nothing there. 7 on the shot clock. And a little opening. There's a shot. Scores! Allie Peebles. And the Spartans get the best of both worlds there. They killed a ton of time using a boatload of the shot clock. And Allie Peebles closes it out by putting it in the back of the net. And it comes with 6:28 left to play here in the fourth quarter. So it's a 13-9 lead for the home team, an unassisted goal. Peebles becomes the 8th Spartans player with at least one goal in this game. So head coach Kelly Gallagher getting contributions up and down the lineup, as much as you look at the score sheet and it jumps out at you that 7 of the goals have come off of the stick of Sarah Hinkle or Julia Kolderman. Certainly helps to have all these additional contributors. Panthers with it. And trying to get a shot away was Turner. And let's see, loose ball. Alex Walling has it. No whistle, even though there was a Panthers player that was down on the field, Danielle Marino. And so the Spartans start back up, and that will have been a big defensive possession for them, defensive stand. And here comes Peebles with a burst of speed and opts not to shoot as it's in behind the Panthers net. Sarah Hinkle with it up top. For Emma McLaughlin, sees a little bit of room and decides to hold on. Exactly 5 minutes left. And with a 4-goal Spartans lead, especially if they were to score here, it's probably close to the point where we say that time is a factor. They do score. How about that? Back-to-back Tampa goals off the stick of Allie Peebles, as she had just scored for UT and now does so again. And with only 4:46 to go in the fourth, I would say that we can declare that time is officially a factor now. (14-9) is our score. By the way, Gia Colombo with the assist on that goal. And with needing to score 5 more times just to tie it, keep in mind that Adelphi has not scored 5 goals in any one quarter so far this game. Not to mention that scoring 5 would be mathematically more than half of the goals that they've scored in this entire game thus far. So the deck is stacked, but they are ranked number 2 in the country for a reason. And let's see what they can do defensively here for starters, as the Spartans in possession. And now you might wonder, with a 5-goal lead, if just to play it safe, they might try to use as much clock as they can. That's Myhall with it. They collapse on her. She gets a pass off to Mott behind the net, and it's sent back up top. And a loose ball, that'll be picked up by Adelphi. And hold on, because needing some help, Fiona Rafferty. It's played back to Miller, who sends a pass over, and now way up ahead near midfield was Lawson, and off she goes. Tamia Lawson gets a pass away, knocked down. Good play there defensively by UT. And the Spartans getting turnovers, plays like that one with a pass that connects right on the midfield line. Peebles, who's got the hot hand, all of a sudden races in, and she puts on the brakes. The turnovers are actually pretty even in this game. They are even there. They just updated with that last one. So 12 turnovers by each team. Dare I say that the Spartans have just wanted it more this afternoon. And it could be a product of this being their 4th game of the season and the blood is already flowing, as opposed to Adelphi, who's playing their 1st game of the year and obviously a long trip down here from way up in New York State. We've got 2:25 to go in the 4th quarter, and you see head coach Kelly Gallagher down there telling her players absolutely no hurry whatsoever. 14 on the shot clock, and I gotta believe that they'll at least lob it in there to try to get some kind of shot on goal. Maybe not. Nope, they're just going to roll it into the corner, and shot clock runs out. However, accomplished a lot with that because the game clock is now down to just 1:51, and it's turned over. And Kelly Gallagher right there, she's way down. She's way down, way past where all the players are on the sideline. She's way far down there. And telling her players, no hurry at all. She's telling, throw it into the corner. Mott has it down there. And we are down to just 80 seconds left, and I'm going to say the game now instead of saying the 4th quarter, because it would take a miracle for Adelphi at this point to rally from 5 goals down, with just 70 seconds left. And the Spartans can kill just a ton of time here. We're inside a minute. There's still 32 seconds left on the shot clock. And Adelphi might say, okay, fine, well, we're going to pressure you and make you do something. And now being chased, Jenna Myhall. And she gets a pass off. And backing up is going to be Gracie Colombo. She'll lob a pass down. And amazing watching these players look over at their coach for instructions. Great communication. Kayla Brendan standing in the far corner, 2-1, and the shot clock will expire. 20 seconds left in the game. Great coaching and just great execution by the Spartans here, not getting caught up in the moment. And there could be a tendency to say, I'm going to try to score, as you see another turnover. And there goes the horn, and the game is over. And the number 6 Tampa Spartans have defeated the number 2 Adelphi University Panthers by a score of 14-9. And UT now 4-0 on the season. And so the Spartans tell Adelphi, you are 0-1. And we are successfully defending our home field. Final shots on goal, 21-19 in favor of UT. And big outings this afternoon from Sarah Hinkle with 4 goals, Julia Colderman with 3. Allie Peebles finished with 3 points, as did Olivia Mott. 2-1 for Peebles, 1-2 for Mott. And on the other side of the field, Allison Turner did have 3 goals in defeat. But UT, they led 2-0. Adelphi tied at 2-2. And that was about as close as it would get, as UT just put their foot on the accelerator after that. They win it 14-9. I'm Bruce Wozniak, thanking you for watching on TampaSpartans.tv.